Now, where the conversation on climate resilience and agroecology is gaining prominence in Kenya, the National Multi-Stakeholder Dialogue, bringing together farmers, policymakers, researchers and civil society groups to discuss climate resilience, food security and access to climate financing, is ongoing in Nairobi. The dialogue aims to bridge the gap by helping farmers understand how local experiences can influence national policies and global climate processes. Here's Teresa Mutai with the details.
During an event in Ruiru, agricultural stakeholders launched a new training manual to help farmers understand how to access climate funding opportunities. Faith Ngige, the national coordinator for the Kenya Platform for Climate Governance, noted that farmers have often contributed to policy discussions at county and national level, but many say their voices are rarely reflected in final decision.
They have made inputs to policy processes at the county and the national level, but unfortunately most of their submissions or inputs are never considered. So this workshop was about showing them how the national processes and the international processes affects the policies at the local level, and how the practice at the local level should influence what happens at the both national and also at the international level.
When many voices come together, there is something that happens, and for this is evidence in Machakos, where there was no any agroecology strategy, and now they have started the process.
Engineer Laban Kiplagat, the Agriculture Engineering Secretary at the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, noted that climate change continues to heavily affect smallholder farmers across Kenya, many of whom lack the resources to adapt effectively.
Sometimes we would require also the farmers to know how to agitate for their rightful share. And one of the ways they are going to do that is to have this manual that can help them to see how they can also be part and parcel of the conversation of the climate finance that is going on. Different organizations have got funds, but how it reaches a grassroots farmer has been a bit difficult.
We're able to put together a manual that then tells them how they can access these fundings, the pathways and the entry points, as well as how to navigate the complex process of climate financing.
Charles Mwangi, the head of programs at Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, highlighted agroecology as key solution to improving agricultural productivity while building resilience.
The most important thing that we need to address are unsustainable agricultural production techniques, and that is why agroecology becomes so important. We have been also pushing for financing of agriculture within the framework of adaptation.
Ni umuhimu mashirika yasiyo ya serikali na serikali iweze pia kutenga fedha za kuweza kufadhili implementation of agroecology, ili huyu mkulima yale ambayo yako katika hiyo document iweze kuwa implemented.
Climate justice advocates are now calling for increased adaptations financing in the form of grants to support vulnerable communities. Stakeholders note that financing is key in combating effects of climate change in the agricultural sector. For Prime Edition, I am Teresa Mutai.